Christmas, when the snow starts to fall, then you know it's Christmas for the children above all. Then you know it's Christmas, 'cause Santa's on his way. We're standing under the mistletoe, and then it's Christmas Day. The joyful times we witness forever stays with us. Soon Rudolph feels his whistle and gathers all his friends. And Santa in his message wraps the final gift. You know it's time for Christmas for each and every one.
はい、ありがとうございます。我电话在我妈那边。
いや、絶対に食いたいんだけど、食べに行くからまだいい。
Si hace más frío, solo que.
是3个 token， 6个，我们现在是你现在只有1个，我们4个3。杯子位。
quello che mai.
どこまで？白川？
バスでしょ。レンダーレンダリンも
Non, sérieusement, possible.
Autour
de Suva, ja, most Rotterdam can take for it. Sérieux?
คำบัดไฟดูเวลาตัดมันอยู่ไหน
เ
っていうのがまず氏神様に
はい、お待たせしました。One again, 453.
こ
웃기겠다.
Then you know it's Christmas. The snow starts to fall. Then you know it's Christmas for the children above all. Then you know it's Christmas, 'cause Santa's on his way. We stand under the mistletoe, and then it's Christmas Day. The joyful stays with us. Soon Rudolph hears his whistle and gathers all his friends. When Santa and his missus wraps the final gift, you know it's time